I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
Our funding's come in.
Well, that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
So Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kellys' soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Can't be too careful at the Baths team. Mary can kill all her captives with the push of a button. If we try to free them now, they're good as dead. She doesn't know we're on to her yet. That gives us the advantage.
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Well, now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
SIRS Counter-Terror Director Malik personally oversaw an investigation that uncovered the true identities of every operative in DedSec's London cell.
Out! No!
Let's not waste time. We know you were responsible for the Canada House bombing and the other London attacks. Give us the details.
The earlier bombings? What are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew about Zero Day when you contacted us.
I'm a spy, so yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if that's true, you're far from innocent. You'll remain here until further notice.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are. DedSec, a footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
What's good, Chief? I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But I'll keep an encrypted connection open to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are, and I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 less as a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs our help.
Totally. Let's do this.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS might not have caught up with her yet.
Just the ugly face I did not want to see.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Show me.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
I'd like to look into that.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence that I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills. It looks like there's something interesting under that car. Move it so we can have a closer look.
Hostile down.
Okay, we need to search the area. This vehicle's looking hot. Hey, throw in the back damage.
Fucking find her. Go.
Investigating disturbance.
This shit is not worth my time.
Tyre tracks, left relatively recently. 24.9-inch diameter, common size for a larger chassis vehicle like a truck or a van.
Shut up. Did you hear?
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation.
Enter a lockdown!
Somebody's driving that spider bot. Let's find them.
Nothing here. I'll check another. We have intruders! Lockdown spider bot!
Searching for target.
I'm moving on.
We have intruder with spider. Beginning search.
Find her, or it's our...
Someone spray painted the security cameras. notepad file is open. Looks like a journalist's. I've added a transcript to your data drive. We know she was here at least.
Good lad.
Stop this! I'm cut!
Shite. What's next?
Oh, calm down. Did you think I had you take all those photos for my invite feed? If you find the CTOS hub, I can cross-reference the stills you took with the security feed and isolate the moments before the journalist was taken. It may contain a clue.
All right.
Found it. Here is the image just as the camera was blacked out. Notice the van in the background. The partial license plate number indicates this is a government vehicle.
Interesting.
This confirms the journalist was most likely abducted by SIRS. You know who might know where an SIRS operative would take a questionably legally detained journalist? Another SIRS operative. I've got Malik on the line.
I don't trust him.
Do you have to? I suppose I might have an agenda. Then again, I might just be bored.
Get to the point.
Look closely at the paint in the security still. It's not commercial. That's Kark paint. Chemical resistant. Military. Do you remember earlier when you saved me from Albion?
Fuck you.
Come on, that was fun. Anyway, I didn't want the day to be a waste, so I installed a worm in their comms equipment that fed me, among other things, data on their supply requisitions. I just gave Bagley access to it.
Looks like Albion just ordered a crate of Kark paint in that color to the Albion internment center. Pushing the location now.
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence. If you suspect anyone of being a member of DedSec, report them to SIRS immediately using your CSAY app.
Alex, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail.
It's
Just
very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
I really get cross.
This has gone our ways, hasn't it?
Hostiles near your location.
I owe you.
Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over.
The Bug. Objective voice of objection.
Suspect ran down an officer.
Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain.
Target is no longer with the vehicle. Over.
I bench body weight.
This is the Albion internment center. That journalist who was investigating the SIRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
Returning to HQ. Search terminated. Search.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
We are keeping you safe. Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation.
Please, help!
We are keeping. Investigation underway.
Help me!
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Investigate.
They're not getting away that easy. Fan out.
Activity will result in arrest.
Go. Initiate search post.
Get her out.
Do not resist!
Looks like you avoided them.
Hello, Bucksters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain.
Get a search.
and I can crack it.
Thanks for saving my life and everything, but we need to keep this short. I need to get the fuck out of the country, like, now.
Well, I'm with DedSec. How can we help?
All right. Maybe you'll have more luck than me. See, Sir's found a legal loophole that lets them pick you up for anything. If your barber's banker opened an account for one of the tone bombers, then they can arrest you. No warrant. And the Snoopers Charter makes it legal.
I don't understand. How could they possibly do that?
Ever since London got on CTOS, Sirs has full access to every email, every phone call, every CCTV stream, everything. When you give over that much information to the government, the question isn't how could they do it, it's how could they not?
I see. Makes sense. Here, we can help you lay low. I'm sending you an address. Someone will meet you there with a passport and some instructions for getting out safely. Stay in touch.
Once the journalist makes it to safety, I'll make DedSec resources available to her so she can finish her story.
Not a bad idea, Bagley. What's going on with her, Bagley?
Albion just placed her under severe data restriction.
Why?
Seems she's been looking into the activities of two particular field personnel. Somebody at Albion must want to shut down her pointed inquiries.
That's a suspiciously strong reaction, even from Albion. We should look into it.
Right, here's the coordinates of the goons in question. See if you can't work out what they're up to.
No more game. Stop wasting your life, mate. Yeah, so long. Go fuck yourself. Fuck's sake.
Those are the two Albion creeps our prospect is looking into. You should see what sort of filthy data you can scrape off their optics. Bring bleach.
I'm done with this. These wankers. Dipshit.
Give yourself up! Where the hell are they?
Drone into surgery.
Sending the data now.
I'm analysing it now. It'll take some time, so you can go scan the other officer now if you want.
Wait, what was that noise?
I've got someone down. I'm ordering.
What do we have, Bagley?
Oh, I've just got the usual grim portrait of the human condition. These two grab undocumented Londoners off the street, spend a few days beating the absolute piss out of them for fun, and then ship them out of the country. Not even the pretend of due process.
Jesus, you were able to ascertain all that from their object logs?
Well, between their body cams and their message history, they've left quite the paper trail, almost as if they're not worried about being caught. Shall I send the details to our friend?
Yes. Bagley, make a meeting happen.